Dear friends of Geneva, it might seem like I have subscribed to your virtual pulpit since this is the third time you have invited me back to share my thoughts with you and to spend a hopefully meaningful Sunday together. 2 years ago, we explored together the topic of Unitarianism in Transylvania, a distant land, and the world's first proclamation of religious freedom in 1568, which made it possible for the first institutionalized Unitarian Church to emerge. Last year, we discussed about the humanitarian work we have been doing with our Ukrainian guests, and this year we are evolving and we are reflecting on our global faith. As I recently became the International Relations Officer for the Hungarian Unitarian Church, and I have delved deep into potential areas of cooperation between Unitarians globally. Let me tell you once again that it humbles me every year to be amongst you and to explore our faith and spirituality, especially that given that we are on different continents and in different time zones, even at this moment right now. Differences and similarities come to my mind as I think about our global faith. Unitarians in Transylvania are Christian. The same is true for the Indonesian Unitarians, who have had to defend their places of worship multiple times because they are Christian in a predominantly Muslim country. Our Christian faith might sound strange to the Unitarian Universalist ear in the United States. I know about this because I have lived for 1 year in the States. But it has, believe me, upheld us for centuries. And it contains more similarities to our common shared faith than differences. Our friends and partners in the Coffee Hills in India live right now under an increasingly Hinduist government that does not empower any other religion but Hinduism. Yet, they live in the only region of India that is matriarchal, where women make decisions for the community. Isn't it fascinating how cultural practices can vary so widely, yet still share core values? Our friends in Burundi have faced horrific reprisals. Fulgence, or under his new name Muibutsa, their minister, was originally studying to become a Catholic monk when he realized he could not believe in the Holy Trinity. This is in Burundi, one of the poorest countries in the world. This led to the start of a Unitarian revolution in his country, which eventually made him a refugee. When he was preaching about the good news of Unitarianism, he was abducted by the Secret Service in his country and had a gun pointed to his head when the international UU community intervened, exerting pressure through all possible channels, including the American government and the United Nations office, to secure his release. He now, fortunately, lives in Canada and attends Unitarian services there with his family. However, his life was literally saved by the international community. The international community, our Unitarian and Universalist one, is similar yet different. Our founder and first bishop of Unitarians, David Francis, usually say, we don't need to think alike, we need to love alike. We come from different cultures and continents, yet speak different languages and think differently about many topics. And still, we are united in helping Ukrainian refugees in Transylvania, struggling for survival in Burundi and in Indonesia, fighting right-wing governments in Europe and the Philippines, and trying to maintain our liberal culture in India. In our soul, our essence, we are the same all around the world. In the coming months, we will be working to create a platform that brings UUs globally together. This platform will allow congregations anywhere in the world to share their efforts and struggles, and congregations facing similar issues to share their expertise and wisdom. We hope that this platform will foster a global brainstorming effort to address issues like aging congregations and coordinate global efforts in the fight for human values. It will allow us to exchange information. Let's see about the Ukrainian refugee community in our respective areas so that if somebody needs to move, they know who to contact in those areas. Connecting the dots. Our faith excels on the local and regional, and for some of us, even on the national level, at how to connect the dots, how to connect people, how to connect ideas. What about extending it to the international level? And you might think, why is this relevant to the Geneva congregation? You might rightfully ask. Well, because you've invited me 3 times, you cannot say that you are not interested in international topics. That's on you. But more importantly, you can exchange ideas with people who are culturally conditioned to think outside the box and find different solutions due to their socio-economic context, their cultural upbringing, and unique challenges. Plus, this doesn't cost a dime. It doesn't need any much investments. We have secured funds to build this platform, and we are trying to build something for the benefit of everyone globally. Now, you might be wondering what exactly this platform will look like. Imagine a virtual hub where congregations can upload their projects, share resources, and connect with others tackling similar issues. It would be like social media, but with a purpose and a heart. Let's think, if you're struggling with youth engagement, there might be a congregation in the Philippines with innovative ideas who tried their ideas and they would share how it worked for them. If you are working on environmental sustainability, our friends in India might have practical insights. And we can talk about similar issues and problems. This idea isn't just about solving problems, however. It's about fostering a sense of global kinship. We often think of the world as divided by borders, by languages and customs, but our shared values transcend these boundaries. Think of it as a global Unitarian Universalist potluck. Everyone brings their unique dish to the table, and together we create a feast that nourishes our spirits and communities. Wouldn't it be a great idea? On this platform, we might connect more than 1,200 communities across the globe, which can share their ideas and share their expertise and their experiences in different topics, while bringing also another cultural color, cultural sense into the conversation. Now, my beloveds at UU Society of Geneva, you might think that this sermon or this speech I'm giving to you is a promotional exposition and maybe not a sermon. I would like to defend myself. Uh, I hope this is not an exposition. I really love UUs in America, and I was offered a lot by the international community. And myself and more than a dozen folk are trying right now to help create something meaningful that every congregation can benefit from. In the States, in the Philippines, in Australia, in New Zealand, in Burundi, in Kenya, in South Africa, in Transylvania, in Europe, in England. And we are trying to put in practice that This is a project that we are happy about. We are just happy that we can start something like this. And if many Christian preachings are about the good news from the Gospels, let this sermon also be about the good news of hugging each other globally, contributing to a better, more loving, more kind, and more empathetic world, each in their own way, as like hearted, but not necessarily like minded people. This is the world I want to believe in, where all of us can share our ideas, where all of us can contribute to something beneficial in this world, where all of us can contribute our ideas to countering global climate change, where all of us can share our struggles, which might be local problems about youth engagement, about reaching new members of our community, but where somebody somewhere else around the world faces the same similar issues and might have an answer that we can try. And with this, we can truly feel a global kinship, that we are siblings in faith all over the world, and we can help out each other through innovative ideas, through new energy. We can help each other out by keeping each other problems and winnings up and with sharing our values. So, dear friends in Geneva, as we continue our journey together in the global arena of faith communities, let's embrace our international tapestry with open hearts and open minds. Let's celebrate our differences and find strength in our similarities. Together, we can create a world where love, justice, and compassion knows no borders. Together, we are creating a world where this is true. It's just that sometimes we don't know about each other's accomplishments. Thank you very much once again for welcoming me into your community. Thank you for allowing me to share this wonderful service with you, to listen to the music, to see all the lovely faces in the sanctuary and also on the Zoom. And thank you if you will be engaging with our international community. It doesn't need to be a couple of hours of volunteering every week. It will not be another committee that you would need to sit into. It would just be a new, happy project where maybe we can help each other. You, through your experience, and the global community around the globe through their experience. I look forward to our continued partnership and the possibly incredible things we can achieve together. Blessings to you all. May it be so. Amen.
Visit us at uusg.org.